Hello everyone. We have already learned what is inspection and supervision. So in this unit, we will learn how inspection and supervision helps to run an institution in a more effective manner. Inspection is nothing but which is a planned procedure, and it is done by a person who is having an authority. Okay. The authority may be either appointed by the government or by the non-government institutions. So they examine the activities to improve the quality or a smooth functioning of the institutions. So through inspection we are able to assess the strength and the weakness of an institution, and it also helps to find the problems of the institution and its solutions. Supervision is nothing but an effort which is done to stimulate, coordinate and guide for the continued growth of the teachers, the school, in both individually and also in a collective way. So here the definition given by Barton and Bruckner is given. Supervision is an expert technical service aimed at studying and improving cooperatively all the factors which affects the child's growth and its development. So it is going to be a continuous process which is done by the educational administrator. Already we have learned the role of a HM as an academic supervisor, isn't it? Here the difference between inspection and supervision is given. Inspection is the bureaucratic, that is, it has authority in nature, and it is democratic, whereas supervision is democratic. Inspection is done by an official person, whereas supervision is done both for academic and administrative purposes. Inspection helps to improve the teaching process, whereas supervision helps to improve the teaching learning process. In inspection, orders will be given, whereas in supervision, the suggestions are provided to the individuals. Inspection is fault finding and checking the efficiency of the person's work, whereas in supervision, guidance and counseling will be given to the people. Inspection is done periodically, whereas supervision is done continuously. So once in a while, if it is going to be conducted, then it is inspection. But daily basis or continuously, supervision is done by the people. Need and importance of inspection. Need. Why we have to do inspection and supervision in any institution? To provide quality education, for periodic evaluation of the work which is going on there, and then to alter the functioning of the education of the school, for effective utilization of the resources. You know that any school has both physical resources and human resources. Both should be effectively utilized. Then for innovations, for finding out new ways and upgrading the system of education. Then coming to the importance of inspection and supervision, it helps to assess the curricular activities. Nothing but how the syllabus are completed, how the portions are done, how the examinations is conducted, the ranking process, the achievement of the students, everything, the curricular activities. Then to maintain the standard of teaching and the learning process in the schools. Then to assess the examination process. Then to assess about the school plan. School plan comprises of the physical resources, human resources, the buildings, everything inside a campus. Then to assess the teachers, their effectiveness, their competency, their improvement in their career, everything. To assess the functioning of the management, how the management is proceeding, whether it is going in the right path, it is doing its duties correctly, the management is effective, everything is assessed here. To provide guidance for the people who are working in the institution. Then supervision of the school resources, the school program and also the school progress. Aims of inspection and supervision. To help the teachers to make their work more effective and make them to better. To maintain the standard of the institution, to manage the resources inside the school, physical and human resources, to create a better learning situation, to evaluate the present system of education, to understand the functioning of the educational process, to improve the education, to fulfill the goals of education, to check the efficiency of the teaching learning process, to increase the teachers' efficiency and the students' participation, to organize, maintain and coordinate all the school activities, improve the functioning of the educational system, to check the inefficiency of the teaching and the non-teaching staff, if any, to improve the standard of the institution in overall. Scope of inspection and supervision. Assisting the teachers. Inspection and supervision renders a lot of feedback to the teachers. Through regular feedback, the teachers are able to mold themselves into more effective in their teaching competency and their career. It provides a psychological basis for them to improve better and a guidance for them. It helps in educational planning. Planning is very important to run an institution in an effective way, so that the administrator plans what are the efforts I can take to make my institution to be more effective and practical, and he proceeds this planning in a ongoing process. Before the school starts, they have to plan what are the activities to plan for the next year, what are the things, what are the changes, what are the resources to be added. Everything should be planned in prior. Organizational climate, it is nothing but a proper work environment has to be maintained in the campus by the administrator, so that everybody works in a cooperative and a coordinative, and they are very friendly with each other to work in that environment. Okay. Then provide guidance. So through supervision we are able to provide guidance for the people about the different problems and provide some proper guidance to the teachers, students, and also sometimes to the parents and also to the management people, so that the institution runs in a smooth and an effective manner. Financial management. Money should be maintained in a proper way. The managing money for the different kinds of educational activities inside a campus is a duty of administrator. So this should be done very effectively through supervision and inspection. Research program. Supervision also helps to sometimes real-time researches like action research, which you will learn in your 10th unit. So it is finding out the solutions for the day-to-day practical problems which we face in any type of institution or in a classroom environment. Co-curricular activities. So in any institution is known by its co-curricular and curricular achievement, isn't it? So in order to initiate, organize and implement different types of co-curricular activities like sports, drawing, craft work, art, music, drama and other things, the administrator should plan and adopt proper methods, and he has to arrange for such activities then and there in the institution. Then he has to make the people to participate in the co-curricular activities. He has to motivate the people, the students, the teachers, everybody to participate in the co-curricular activities. Standard educational system. It is where schooling should be derived with a proper checkup with any institution if they want to run for years long together. For this, proper supervision and inspection should be done at right time, so that the institutional pitfalls should be corrected then and there. Principles of inspection and supervision. Principle of democracy. You know what is democracy? It is for the people and to allow the people to act in their own rights and responsibilities. Here the supervisor should not be very authoritative in nature, where they should allow some amount of democratic environment in that, and they should not be completely strict, and the supervisor should identify the faults, and he should not criticize directly to the people, but he should make them understand their mistake and correct them in a better way, so that he should not be a controlling or a conditioning person, but rather than a friendly environment based on democratic principles. Principle of creativity. A supervisor does not depend upon only the traditional way of supervising, like observing the people directly. He can observe different strategies, see their works in different environments, and find out what is their difficulty and help them to do it in a more effective way. Principle of leadership. The leadership is one of the important principles which has to be adopted by the supervisor. A leadership skills or need to be a prerequisite there should be some qualities, and he should have the leadership skills so that he is doing his supervision activity in a better way. Principle of motivation. A good supervisor will be a highly motivated person, and he should motivate the people around him to achieve their goals, overcoming their obstacles. So sometimes we get motivated by seeing people who are very energetic, and they move. They think everything, make everything to be in a positive side, isn't it? So likewise, the supervisor or the administrator should be a principal, would be a following the principles of motivation. Then principle of coordination and integration. We can see the coordination and integration between the manpower is very important for the administrator to do the work done, isn't it? So he should follow a principle of coordination and integration among the physical and also the manpower resources. Utilize the physical resources with proper manpower resources. Then principle of scientific methodology. The administrator must adopt a scientific strategy to solve the problems. He must be an inductive and follow the deductive thinking methods to face the problems and derive solutions for it. He should be a person who is able to travel to in the right way to solve the problems. Some new trends in supervision and inspection. So normally inspection and supervision is done based on the study and analysis. We can emphasize not only supervision and inspection only to teaching process, but also on the teaching aids also. Inspection and supervision can be done in a pre-planned with a purpose and an objective. There should be a purpose. Normally modern inspection is done with a pre-planned with a purpose and a clear objective. Modern supervision is suggestive, comparative, and cooperative, and encouragement for the teachers. It is related to the administration and the community as well as. It can be more flexible, constructive, and effective. Flexible in terms, it can be in a relaxed way, okay, not too rigid. And it encourages new approaches and researches. Then, recently, a trend has been created in inspection and supervision, where now the inspection and supervision has become a diagnostic. Diagnostic means it is used to diagnose the problems and identify the factors that contribute to a particular problem, so that in prior we find out these are the problems which could arise in the due course. So they are able to find it as a diagnostic manner. Now the technologically aided supervision has been advanced, because with the use of the computers, hardware, software, etc., the administrator need not go in person to inspect and supervise the people. He can sit in a place and supervise the people with the help of the monitors, computers, cameras and other devices. Then it should be done in a constructive way. So it is not only done for exercising the power. The administrator should not think that I have a power to supervise the people, but it should be done in a constructive way, so that they organize the pre-existing process to make the functioning of the education more effective. Multifunctionary supervision. The new concept in inspection and supervision is that it is not a single-sided or it is done with a single goal, but it should be multiple in dimension. It should be done in a multiple dimension, utilizing all the resources which are found in an institution. Now we shall see what are the qualities and duties of an effective supervisor. So normally a person who is going to be an inspector or a supervisor in inspection and supervision, he should have some basic psychological qualities. What is the psychological qualities? That is, he should have some sociability nature, friendliness, persistence, self-confidence, awareness, adjustment, intelligence, dynamic personality, positive mental health, good verbal ability, self-confidence, sense of humor, etc. And then about physical qualities, he should have a very good health and a physique, and he should have a good physical stamina. Leadership qualities, like he should be a person who is initiative in nature, cooperative, he should be popular among the people, he should be active social participant, he should be proactive, and he should be a problem solver, motivator in nature, and he should have certain administrative qualities like organizing ability, he should have a vision, he should have some originality, he should secure the cooperation of the people, he should be a self-reliant, resourceful person, fair-mindedness, open-mindedness, and self-control. He can have some democratic qualities like cooperative nature, humanness, helping, friendly, understanding, and a patient person. Okay. So psychological qualities, physical qualities, leadership qualities, administrative qualities, democratic qualities. All these are needed for an effective supervisor. Then what are the duties of an effective supervisor? He should check the academic process, check the teacher's work activity, supervise the teaching activities, supervise the use of resources by the staff, checking the maintenance of the records, maintaining the attendance of the students and the teachers, supervising the school office activities, checking the academic progress of the students, supervising examinations, supervising curricular and co-curricular activities, supervising and checking the financial records in the schools, checking the quality of work of the teaching and the non-teaching faculties, checking for any problems which are prevalent in the school campus. So if a person is going to be making all these duties in a perfect way, then he becomes an effective supervisor. I hope in this unit you are clear with what do you mean by inspection, supervision, difference between inspection and supervision, need and importance, scope of inspection, what are the latest trends in inspection and supervision, and the qualities and duties of an effective supervisor. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can call me. Thank you.
Thank you.